Hello, hello, Grand Rising. Welcome to Healing Me. I am Me the Messenger, where we are healing me. All right, so this is today's energy check-in on what messages serve our highest good to help us in all areas of life to be the best version of ourselves, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially. All right, so Holy Ghost, thank you for guiding me with clear messages for the collective, for those that'll see this now and later. What messages do we need to see? Okay. Got 2 out of there. Your hard work is paying off. New Moon in Capricorn. Yes. Your hard work is paying off. So wherever areas, if you've been transmuting energy mentally from negative to positive, you're about to start manifesting things that you want because you're not, you've been putting in the work there. Wherever you've been putting in the work, if you've been controlling your emotions more and balancing your emotions more, transmuting energy, protecting your energy, if you've been working out, whatever areas we've been putting the work in all areas that we've been putting the work in, we are about to reap the rewards, the breakthroughs, reach those goals, doors open. So that's definitely what I'm getting. In whatever areas we've been working on, those areas are about to manifest rewards and breakthroughs, open doors, reaching goals, promotions, positive movement forward. Okay, that's what I'm getting. We also got Show the World the Real You. This is the star card in tarot. To me, this is like Ace of Pentacles or King of Pentacles energy. Okay, so this is about money. This is Earth. Earth is about money. Things that maybe definitely had to grow, had to take time to grow, and for it to come into fruition, to come into reality. That's this thing when it's paired with this star card about Show the World the Real You. This is wish fulfillment. Okay. In whatever areas that you've been working on, whatever you've been dreaming about, praying about, working, not giving up on, putting in the time for, this is the payoff time. All right. It's asking, this is where the world sees the real you. This is where you step into your light, right? This is where the rest of the world has to see that your heart, your works, and your efforts are paying off, right? What's up? And so showing the world the real you, right? Being this is working through whatever areas in life that we were needing to work through, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, whatever areas that we were not showing up in this world and in the highest version of ourselves, and we've done the work to heal in those areas. That's what's coming up. That's where the hard work is paying off, right? Again, this is the star card. So this is about wish fulfillment. This is about healing. This is about doors opening, right? This is about breakthrough. This is about recognition, right? This is about recognition, reward, promotions, and breakthrough. That's what that is when these two are paired together. So this is air energy and this is earth energy. Again, earth energy is about money. It's about stability. So in whatever areas that this is paying off, that you're being called to show up and show who you really are and walk into your authenticity, because that's all the world needs. The world doesn't need cookie cutters. You know, that's what the reality shows look like. You know, everybody looks like the same ass, same boobs, same everything, right? Like everybody just going through the Willy Wonka manufacturer or something like that. That's not what the world needs. It needs your authenticity, who you are, right? And that's why it's paying off, because you've had the courage to be who you are, right? And in those areas, that's where you're going to reap the rewards very, very soon. If you haven't already started seeing this, this is the energy that's coming in, okay? All right, so what else, Spirit? We are in a full moon in Aquarius, right? So this is and this is a blue moon because it's the second full moon in Aquarius. We had a full moon in Aquarius last month, and this is the second full moon in Aquarius. When we have two full moons in the same sign, it doesn't happen very often. That's why the second one is called a blue moon. So whatever you've been wishing on, now it's gained enough momentum to now come into fruition. That's what I'm seeing. It's definitely, when this card come out, it's definitely talking about stardom. That's why I mentioned that earlier. Self-love came out, number 6. 6 is about success, recognition, the same thing that these cards are talking about. So it's amazing. I can't make this shit up, right? So self-love, again, your authenticity, being who you truly are, knowing that nobody can do what you do. Whatever you're good at, nobody can do it like you, period. Nobody can do what I do like me. Nobody can sing like me, perform like me, read cards like me, heal like me. Nobody can be miocravonne. Nobody is healing me. Nobody can be me. That's what I learned. That's how I see myself. That's how I learned to love myself. I didn't used to love myself like that. I didn't used to see my value and my worth in the way that I now do. I now see myself back the way that the divine sees me, because I realize I am half the divine and half human. And that, if you're not looking at yourself that way, that's what this message is saying. But definitely, because of I'm getting strong self-love vibes, that we're learning to love ourselves more, see ourselves unconditionally, which is allowing us to show the world the real you and walk into our own authenticity, right? To not dim our light for others, right? That's what this is talking about. And because we have starting to show up boldly and having the courage to be who we are without needing validation from others, but just taking the leap of faith and doing the work and knowing that the blessings will come, that's what's paying off now, right? Again, 6 is about progress. It's about progress, forward movement, recognition, rewards, open doors, promotions, resources, collaborations. That's what's coming up. That's what's blossoming. Okay. Did we have something else from this deck? Okay, well, we're not taking all of them. I'll take the first 2. What was it? Attraction. All right now, 44 breaks down to 11. That's self-mastery number right there, baby. Attraction. You have the power right now under this moon. This is the moon's energy that we are under right now. You have the power to attract in what you want, okay? Thoughts are things, right? When you ask for it, it must come. It's just a matter of time. And it's you keeping that belief in that if you ask, you shall have it. It must come. And since it must come, get happy already and stay in that energy until you see it. And once you see that, do the same thing over and over and over with everything that you want. What is what we want? We want the feeling of it. So get in the feeling of that you want. That's how you attract. That is the law of attraction. You can look that up. Find somebody to work with if you need to. I do that same type of work as well, but that is what this is about, okay? Feeling it before it gets here. Everything starts in the non-physical, right? So whatever you've been hoping and wishing for, that's coming through. Patience. This came out earlier this week about the cycles, that as the cycles close in our life, and when cycles close, the new cycles begin. That's that's a universal law as well, right? So have patience, or it's all, I'm getting 2 things. It's either taking patience. Remember when I was talking about this is earth energy. So this is what brings in stability, right? This hard work that we've paid off, right? It's bringing in stability, self-sufficiency, more than enough, right? With the breakthrough where it doesn't have anything to do with lack or poverty, right? And this is not, this type of breakthrough is not check to check type of money, okay? This is financial stability, which is your divine right. This is self-sufficiency, meaning you have more than enough. You have more You have enough to pay your bills, go on vacation, move forward, invest in yourself, things of that nature. That's what this is. So and it took some patience to not give up, right? You're being rewarded for not giving up. You're being rewarded for your patience. So any areas that this is applying to in your life, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, or financially, that's what this message is talking about, okay? As these cycles close out, you didn't give up. You kept your faith, and now you're being rewarded. Now the world is seeing your who you truly are. Now you're aligned to your divine rights, and now the universe is here to bless you, and everybody can see it. Okay, that's what's been coming out a lot. 36 breaks down to 9, again, about cycles closing. Doors closed so that new doors can open. Remember that. Doors close only so that new doors can open. It's not to hurt you. It's not to take you backwards. It's not to start crying to God, woe is me. Oh, God, why did you let this happen? Because he wants you to look for what's coming, what you have earned, the blessing, right? It wants you to walk in who you really are, knowing that everything is always working out for you, and not even when it doesn't look or feel like it. That's when you need to walk in your faith. That's when you need to believe. That's when you have to know that peace be still, right? To walk into who you are, the divine love that you are, that everything is working out for you. You cannot get a blessing in woe is me energy or thought process or belief, right? You have to know that things are working out for you, that this is to bless you, right? That's what it's coming out to say. So that was attraction, patience, and self-love. I'm just going to take a peek at these. Resilience and self-reflection. So yeah, not letting anything hold you back from co-creating the life that you want and that you're here to do. And again, self-reflection to me goes with self-love, about how you see yourself. 17 breaks down to 8, about the ether, about bringing things into fruition and bringing things that you want into manifestation, seeing yourself the way the divine looks at you, looking at yourself in unconditional love. Same thing, same concept, right? Because you are what you think, right? All right, what else, Spirit? You want to get some oracle messages and then get some angel and messages to close out the message for today. A lot of stuff, everything on here is about manifestation and things coming into fruition. TikTok, it's time. It's divine timing for things, for your blessings to come. It's divine timing. Things are coming into fruition at divine timing, right? It's time for the world to see the real you. It's time for you not to dim your light anymore. It's time for you to walk in self-love for yourself. Remember, the first relationship is with you and you. And until we get that right, we attract whatever we're attracting, whatever that relationship is with you and you, right? It's all around you. It's evidence of it all around us. And until we admit that to ourselves, accept that, then we can't change that, right? But as soon as we accept and get out of woe is me and victim mentality, that we are creating our reality, right? And learn how to balance our emotions, right? And walk in true self-love, then that means you are creating your happiness. Somebody out on the outside is not creating your happy, and it's not somebody else's job to manage your happy. It's our job to manage our happy and to know that happiness is the work, right? Happiness is our purpose. So really, when things happen to us, is it really worth causing our vibration to be in the negative instead of causing our vibration to be where it needs to be, to where we can land the things that we want? That's what really we have to learn, and that's what the game of life is about. It's about vibration and feeling, and we have to learn to control our little human side once we realize how magnetic and amazing and bold we are from the divine side. The God part of us, the non-physical part of you, is the bigger, larger, massive, magnetic, magical part of you, right? It's time, TikTok, it's time to know that, be that, walk in that. It's time to start arresting yourself in catching yourself doubting, right? Anything that's doubt, fear, ego-based, controlling, getting angry, getting fear-based of oh, it hasn't happened yet, so it must not gonna happen. All of that is a setup by the damn devil. Those are lies, and more lies, right? And so it's time, TikTok, to not believe the lies anymore. It's time to believe the truth and believe that everything that you've asked for, everything that you want is waiting to come in your life. And this is the payoff. This is the reward. This is the divine timing. This TikTok comes out when it's divine timing. 30 breaks down to 3. Co-creating the life that you are here to live, right? Co-creating the life that you want to attract. Bringing in that recognition, bringing in the payoff, the rewards, the breakthrough, the promotions, the resources, the loans, the grants, the collaborations, right? The new creative ideas, whatever that is for you, whatever you create, it's time to be that. It's time to be the fullness of who you are. It's time to show the world the real you and not dim your light. That is what it's saying. And if you have been doing that in whatever areas, that's where it's ready to pay off for you. All right. So let's see what the angels have to say to close this out to help. And then we'll get out of here. It's time. Divine timing. It's time to step into who you are, to that, whatever that is, whatever it is, feel it. Why do you want that? Ask yourself, why do you want that? Why did you ask for that life? Why did you, remembering that you signed up for this life, so that whatever's happening, you knew that you can handle it and that you weren't going to, in the end, give up on it. You were going to see it through, right? So it's all right. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence in balance is healthy. So guilt, don't let guilt steal your blessings, right? Don't let, guilt is a low vibration, right? It's a lie too, right? So don't let, if you felt like you've been overindulged, or if you felt, don't let anything make you feel like you're not worthy or to beat yourself up. Don't let other people's opinions beat you down of who they think you should be or what they think you should do or what they think you shouldn't do. Do not beat yourself up. That nothing good can come from you beating yourself up, okay? Acknowledge everything. Acknowledge why you may be binging, right, on this. You know, that's a form of lack. That's an ego-based thing where it's basically it's a lack of control, because you can't control something over here that didn't turn out the way you want. Then you can control how much you putting in your mouth, and ain't nobody making you do it. So guess what? We do it, right? That's why we binge. But there's a reason behind we binge, right? There's something that's hurting us. There's something that we didn't control. There's some type of lie that we are not balancing out and catching ourselves, right? And then we let it fester. We let it grow. And remember, anything from the lower vibration of the lower vibration that's ego based is going to only grow more of that. So as soon as we let whatever this lie is that we feel like, oh, we not exercising enough, we not doing this enough, or we doing this too much, and that's why we look like this or feel this, do not beat yourself up, right? You cannot be in this energy. Self-love, this is a choice. So in self-love, unconditional self-love for self, or beating up self. Self-love, beat up self. It's a choice, okay? You cannot receive your blessings from this energy. This is self-sabotaging energy, right? At the end of the day, who's keeping score, right? You are. And that's the only thing that matters, because the only relationship that matters is the one with you and you, right? So you decide which energy you want to be in, the receiving of or the blocking of. It's your choice. Last card out. Your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over. All right. So whatever blessings you've been waiting on, again, remember we talked about things that have taken, that some of these blessings and breakthroughs and promotions and prayers and things that we've been needing or praying for or working on have taken time. And it's been plenty of times that we wanted to give up, but we didn't, right? Sometimes on that road to not giving up, we do overindulge, binge on drugs, food, people, things, whatever, you know. But if that's the case, and in that journey, it's okay. It's just saying, don't stop there. Don't stop on the indulgent, the the overindulgent, the whatever you use to soothe yourself, whatever you need, your crutches, whatever your vices are. It's saying it's okay. It's okay, but don't let it control you, right? That's what it's saying. Don't let it control you, manipulate you, or be the lie that says you need it or that you can't, you're not the one in control or whatever. If it didn't come in this life with you, you don't need it. You're stronger than, okay? But the other message was definitely about beating ourselves up, because don't do that. And people that jump in on this trying to criticize you, criticism, get away from that as well. That's the message coming out with that one. But definitely not allowing ourselves to just be dependent or attached to things that are outside of ourselves, that we are enough. And that's what's clearing up in us, the need to attach, realizing that if we are harmonious, if we are balanced, if we are free, then we don't need those things anymore. And we don't need, which then releases the need to beat ourselves up, or the guilt that can come in with those sometimes, right? Sometimes we go back to a lover to have sex because we're still attached to them, and then we beat ourselves up. It's so many different things that we do as humans to soothe ourselves, or to keep feeding whatever lie we've told ourselves or justification until we get clarity, right? So the clarity in things that we are in, areas that we are needing, so that we are more whole and can walk in our self-love and our authenticity and show the world who we really are, is clearing up, right? Energies that don't serve our highest good is clearing up, right? And so that's another reason. That's part of the cycle, right? Wait, did we get another card? How did this card come out? Wait a minute. When did this card? Angel of the Universe, you are being encouraged to expand your thinking. I don't know where this card came from, because I only thought 2 cards came out. These 2. So I don't know where this one sneak-a-booked in, but it's here. And it's saying you are being encouraged to expand your thinking. Basically the same thing we've been talking about, that thoughts are things, right? So you get to the point where we are asking ourselves, does this thought bring in my blessings? Or does this thought block my blessings, right? Does this thought bring in my blessings or block my blessings? Is this a high vibration thought or a low vibration thought? Is this an ego-based thought or a high vibration thought? Which one is this? Because that's what's going to help you get it under control, right? To expand your thinking. Also, with this one coming out, it's summing up as well about earlier where attraction, right? The law of attraction, that we are what we think, that if we can hold the vision, ask for it, know that we're getting it, so then we become grateful for it and stay in the gratitude feeling of it. When you stay in the gratitude feeling of it, you're thinking about your why. You're not thinking about how. How is not our business. How is not your business. That's the universe's job. And they love that. That's your angel's job. And they love that. They have fun with that. We block their joy and what they love to do with self-sabotaging thoughts, right? We block our blessings. And so that's what we are learning not to do, to expand that when we ask, it is given. Whatever we believe, it must come, right? It must, and it must. But you have to stay in that vibration. And so now we're realizing that our thoughts are things, and that we have the power to control our thoughts. And we are starting to do so. And that is why we are starting to reap the rewards, right? We're starting to think things differently, see ourselves differently, react differently, attract differently, be differently. So now we're receiving differently. And that is the hard work that is paying off. That is why the world is starting to see the real us, and that our lights are no longer dimming for anyone. That is the message I have for you. I love the light in you. Please join us on Healing Me on the YouTube channel. Whether you're watching it on YouTube or Instagram, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Please also comment. Remember, I am me, the messenger, where we are healing me. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.